Alright, this next thing that we're going to be looking at is Raquel Pennington stepping in on short notice to fight Aspen Ladd. I actually can't remember the original opponent for Aspen Ladd, which is terrible. Oh, Irene Aldana. Irene Aldana was going to knock her out. But anyway, so this fight is actually taking place at 135, which I think is quite interesting. I don't know if you can see over my little banner there. But as you guys know, Aspen Ladd has had a very bad track record of missing weight. She's got a full camp for this one. So it's going to be very interesting to see if she can make the weight. But also speaking of missing weight, I am a little bit concerned for Raquel Pennington as well. She's stepping on short notice. Her last fight was taking place at 145. And she's got to make 135 on short notice as well. So hopefully she can make the weight. And we can have no weight misses in this one. But Aspen Ladd, very well known for missing weight. And she did move up to 145 in her last fight. And she lost to Norma Dumont. And I think that fight was actually a main event as well, which is it blows my mind, really. It really does. But prior to that, though, she did beat Yana Kunitskaya on the feet, which is strange because she really doesn't have the greatest stand-up in the world, really. And she did lose to Jermaine Durandamy by knockout. I actually think that we're going to see Raquel Pennington win a decision. But we could also see a late TKO because I do think that Raquel Pennington does have the much better stand-up than Aspen Ladd. We all kind of know Raquel Pennington's game at this point, and no disrespect to her, but it's really not the most exciting in the world. She likes to be aggressive and push forward, and she also likes to use her size advantage that she does have over most of these fighters and push them against the cage and kind of just get control time up against the cage like that. I think that she probably could use that against Aspen Ladd, but Aspen Ladd does have great wrestling herself. I think that Raquel Pennington might be best just to kind of stick to the boxing and try and box off Aspen Ladd's face here for a late TKO or a decision win by out-voluming her. And one thing I was saying in my previous recording before I realized I was just talking absolute nonsense is that I think that Raquel Pennington, if she beats Aspen Ladd on short notice, I think with 2 more good wins, we could actually be seeing her getting another title shot as well, which I think is pretty crazy. So good for her. She's on a good win streak now, beat Mariana Renault, Penny Kianzad in a win that has aged pretty well, and Macy Chiasson as well by submission. Not too bad, so shout out to Raquel Pennington. She did lose to Holly Holm a couple of years ago, but that's Holly Holm, and we all know how good she is. I'm picking Pennington. I'm picking Pennington decision. Could we see a late TKO, though, for Pennington? Yeah, I think so. Could we see Aspen Ladd utilize her ground game and potentially win a fight that way? Yeah, but she's got to make the weight first. I feel like Aspen Ladd's biggest battles come before the fights even start, and that's in the scale. Aspen Ladd needs to beat the scale. The odds for Aspen Ladd beating the scale are sitting at major plus money right now. I think that the scale has got a good chance of beating Aspen Ladd. I think she might miss the weight, man. I know it sounds disrespectful, but Aspen Ladd just has not been making weight recently, so I thought I'd point that one out. Let's go with Raquel Pennington. I think she's going to win the fight.